Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Rancho Santa Margarita, now the safest city in the entire state of California. So today we're going to talk about why I love the city. I've helped a lot of people buy and sell homes in this area. I want to talk about what makes people decide to move here and maybe a couple reasons why you won't like living in this city. If you're new to the channel, my name's Ian Phillips. I'm a realtor in Orange County and I love housing data, talking about pros and cons of the area, as well as uploading some videos about the economy as well. So if you're interested, subscribe for more. Let's get on with the video. So Rancho Santa Margarita is a city in Orange County located more inland. It's a little further away from the beach. Some people like that. Some people prefer to be closer to the beach, maybe within a 10-15 minute drive. But Rancho Santa Margarita is definitely closer to the mountains. Now, as a result, you have tons of outdoor activities in this area, and that is a lot of what drives people to this city. They like to be a little more adventurous. The city is pretty much a master planned community, and you have a ton of amenities. We're going to dive into a few of the specifics as to what makes this city so desirable. If you are unaware, it was ranked the safest city in the entire state of California for 2024, beating out quite a few others like Irvine, Laguna Niguel, Mission Viejo, and 7 of the safest cities are now all in Orange County. And that's what's been driving a lot of the buyer demand over the last couple years to OC, is the fact that there are so many safe areas to move to. That's why it's been outperforming places like San Diego, LA, San Francisco. In fact, it is the #1 performing county in the entire state of California. So let's get into a few of the reasons why Rancho Santa Margarita might be for you. So I've broken it down into 3 simple aspects: community features, quality of life, value, and affordability. We'll get into value and affordability first. So first of all, there are HOAs. There's a master HOA in RSM that gives you access to the lake, beach club, and a few other amenities. There's tons of sports parks, and you will find that in all of Orange County, but the HOAs typically are pretty high for most of the area. You have places like Great Park in Irvine, which are $500, $600, $700 a month for the HOAs. And then you have other areas in Laguna Niguel where you have sometimes $1,000 a month for your HOA. Now the average for OC as a whole, let's say it's around $350 to $450 a month for an HOA, and that depends if you're in a single family detached home or a condo townhome that shares a roof and walls. Most condos and townhome communities here, the HOA will cover all exterior maintenance, so that's good to know if you're looking to buy a home at some point in the future. So lower HOA fees, significant savings compared to most of Orange County. You have smaller community HOAs that can be $100 a month, $150 a month. There are a couple that are closer to that average for all of Orange County, but for the most part, they are a lot cheaper than the average here. And what I love about this city is you get a lot more house for your money relative to places like Irvine, Laguna Niguel, beach cities in Orange County, even Mission Viejo. It is significantly cheaper than buying a house in Mission Viejo. The median sales price in RSM right now is around $1.1 million, and the average for Orange County is over $1.2 million now. So it's lower than the average, which for a lot of buyers, particularly first-time home buyers, maybe you're getting out of a condo townhome, want to get into a single family home, or you've been renting for a while and you want to make that first purchase, get into a condo and townhouse. Rancho Santa Margarita has a lot more affordable options for those type of buyers. And if you're a young family looking to have kids at some point in the future, you have incredible public schools. We can get into that later on. But you have smaller lots, which is one of the downsides. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll mention a few of the cons. The backyards typically are smaller. There are some more pricier homes in gated communities that can have a 10, 12, 14,000 square foot lot. But for the most part, your single family homes are going to be 4.5, 5.5, 6,500 square feet, which for the price that you pay, let's say it's around $1.3, $1.4 million, compared to Irvine, where you're going to be paying $2 million for a smaller house and your backyard is literally just going to be a slab of concrete. You get a lot more bang for your buck in Rancho Santa Margarita. So we'll talk about the quality of life. As I mentioned, safest city in the entire state of California. It's a secure living environment. You do have a couple gated communities, which is nice. And As I mentioned, education. It is a top priority for a lot of people who want a family at some point in the future or already have kids. It's the Capistrano Unified School District. It has incredible public schools, and I like that it's a nice sense of community. So speaking of that, we'll get into community features now. So like I mentioned before, it is a master plan community, and as far as that master HOA goes, you have access to the Rancho Santa Margarita Lake. It's a 32-acre man-made lake. Lots of activity going on, paddle boating, fishing. It's a really nice walk around the area. My fiance and I go there sometimes. And you do also get a really nice golf course. Now that's not part of the HOA, but it is one of the nicer golf courses in all of Orange County. It's called Tejeras Creek. Outdoor recreation, like I mentioned, because it's a master plan, because you have HOAs, you get a lot of parks, you get a lot of sports fields, hiking, biking, sports courts, pickleball, tennis. I know pickleball has become one of the most popular sports in the country right now, and they're ripping out a lot of tennis courts and replacing them with pickleball courts. Some people like that, some people couldn't care less, but you do get a ton of amenities with the master HOA and the community HOAs that you pay. Family friendly, you'll see lots of people going for walks in the area. It's one of the best places to raise a family, very safe environment, welcoming atmosphere, and a huge emphasis on community like I mentioned earlier. You have a lot of family-oriented events, lots of gatherings within communities and within the overall master community of Rancho Santa Margarita. Individual community amenities, we already mentioned this, lap pools, Olympic pools, tons of things for you to do. And that's what I love about the HOAs that you get in the area. There's some HOAs in other parts of Orange County where you'll pay $550, $650 a month and you'll get a tiny pool with a barbecue pit, and that's exactly what you're paying for. There isn't really a whole lot that comes with it. But what I love about this area is you get a lot for your money. And like I mentioned, the HOAs are significantly lower than most of Orange County. So as far as location goes, it's a little north of Mission Viejo and a little west of Coto de Caza. I'll have to do a separate video on that area, and a little east of Lake Forest. So it's a little more inland than a lot of people would like. But again, to Laguna Beach, to Main Beach, you're about 35 minutes from Main Beach, so it's not that far. It's not like you're living in Temecula or Menifee area. So its location is great. If you're someone that needs to go to LA, commute to LA often, this probably won't be the area for you anyway. But that's kind of it for Rancho Santa Margarita. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, my name's Ian Phillips. I'm a realtor in Orange County, and if you're looking for someone to buy a home here, if you're thinking of moving to the area, reach out. I'd love to chat. We can go over what makes the most sense for you, and I'd love to help you on your moving journey. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.